Well, we are celebrating Canada's Agriculture Day with a delicious one-pot meal. Registered dietitian Shannon Crocker joins us with the simple steps here. And we've got everything. We've got chicken farmers, grain farmers, vegetable farmers, dairy farmers, everybody that we're celebrating today.
Yeah, well, it's Canada's Agriculture Day,
Yes.
like you said, and so we are celebrating Canadian agriculture, all Canadian agriculture, and the food, and the amazing people who work so hard.
Thank you for doing that
Thank
for
you.
us.
To help
Yes.
to put this nutritious, delicious food on our table. We're going to be making a creamy one-pot chicken penne. Everything cooks all in one pot. It's
Okay.
fabulous, delicious, tasty, nutritious, and you can get the recipe at cdnagday.ca.
Okay. Now, how can you make sure that, like, for example, your peas are Canadian or your grain?
Excellent question. So what we want to do, I've got actually the display right over here. What I love about this, all of these ingredients, most of them you'll have in your house anyway, in your kitchen, like milk and peas and cheese and pasta and onions and garlic. And what you want to do is look on the label for Product of Canada. So on my frozen peas, I look to make sure it said Product of Canada. Then you know that that is Canadian peas. On the milk, I look for the Quality Milk logo, and that ensures that your milk products are high quality and that they're produced only by Canadian dairy farmers.
Okay.
So those are a couple tips for you
Okay.
when you're looking.
And if you don't see those labels, talk to your grocer
Absolutely.
about why aren't you carrying Canadian?
Yeah, always check. I always check in the veggie and fruit section, like, is it Product of Canada?
I do
Yes,
too,
you can
yes.
check that out for sure.
I do
Yeah,
too.
great
I'm
tip.
looking at the labels.
Yes, for sure.
Farmer's daughter.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, then today's a great day for
Yeah.
you, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna move on to this creamy chicken penne dish. So what I've done here, Annette, is I've already seasoned and browned chicken thighs in a
Okay.
little bit of butter, taken them out of the pan, and then I've just put into the same pan some mushrooms and some onions. And of course, these are always available in Canada. And you know, this is perfect if you've got a few last mushrooms in the crisper, because they're just going to cook down anyway, and that helps to reduce food waste. So we're just sauteing that. I've actually got some whole cloves of garlic in here, but they're gonna, I know, but they're going to actually simmer in the milk, and the flavor is going to really mellow. So
Okay.
that's absolutely
Okay.
fabulous. Okay, so if you want to help me out here, just add in some seasoning. So we're going to add in some Italian seasoning. We're going to add in a little bit more garlic powder, because I really like to pump up the flavor here.
is that here?
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, we'll add that in there. And then we're going to add in some flour. We're adding in 3 tablespoons of flour.
Just kind of as a thickener?
This is going to actually, yep, thicken up the sauce for sure. So we're going to stir this in, make sure that the mushrooms, onions, garlic, everything's coated. We'll cook that for about a minute. Then we're going to pour in the Quality Canadian milk, if you want to pour that in there.
Here it is, quality Canadian milk.
Exactly, and this is going to provide a delicious, nutritious boost with some calcium, vitamin D, other nutrients, and it's going to help to create a really creamy sauce, because everything cooks right in here. So now I've got
okay.
everything in here.
Fewer dishes.
One pot,
Yep.
absolutely fabulous. If you want to add in the whole grain penne,
So the pasta is actually going to cook in here then?
the pasta's going to cook right in the milk. You don't need a separate pot for the
That's
pasta.
great.
And then I'm just going to add in those chicken thighs back in here
You
as
do
well.
add everything in all at once?
Everything all in, well, you're going to save the peas until the end. So the
Okay,
chicken's going to go
okay.
back in here. Then we're going to turn it up. We're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes or so until the pasta is done. Get the chicken in there. And the chicken's going to continue to braise. So it's going to be really tender. So we'll bring that up. We'll let that simmer. It's all going to cook in there, create a delicious creamy sauce.
Okay, and would you leave that with the lid off?
Lid off,
Okay.
yeah, and make sure you stir it. And if it's starting to get a little less thick, you can add a little bit of hot water at a little bit at a time,
Okay.
to make sure that you keep a creamy sauce there. Now, when that's done, after about 10 minutes, the pasta is cooked. We're going to add in frozen thawed peas.
Okay, and again, look for on the label.
Product of Canada, absolutely. Very easy to find in any grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Peas, I love them. They're budget friendly. They're super nutritious. I think they're highly underrated. You know, people don't think about them. But when you add the peas in here, now you've got everything in one pot. You've got your veggies, you've got your pasta, your chicken. It all cooks in this creamy milk sauce. One pot wonder.
Right, and because you've used whole wheat pasta, I always find that I can't eat as much whole wheat pasta as I do regular pasta. Like, it's very filling.
It's satisfying,
Yes,
for sure,
yeah.
yeah. And there's actually going to be a fair bit of fiber in this dish as well, so it really is
okay.
going to be satisfying.
It's a wonder dish.
It is a one-pot wonder, exactly. And this is what it looks like when you're done. You add your peas in here. We actually add in a little bit of apple cider vinegar, also Canadian. That's just going to help to brighten up the flavors a little bit at the very end. And then if if you want, you can finish it off. You want to put some cheese on there. So
I
this
sure
is
would.
extra old Canadian cheddar. This is going to give a flavor punch.
This is my lunch, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you
did
got your
bring a
container. This is
All
going
right.
to give a flavor punch, a little calcium, and it's absolutely fabulous. Perfect to celebrate Canada's
All
Agriculture
right.
Day.
Happy Egg Day. And we'll have the recipe up on our website, chch.com. This is an amazing recipe.
Thank you.
For
Thank
my
you.
lunch.
I think you'll love it.